this idea of surveillance capitalism and how we, the public, have become the raw resource that is feeding this machine and generating these huge profits. These tech companies, the social media platforms, a small number of the designers at these companies have now had huge power over the way billions of people spend their lives. We started this project in 2017 into 2018 when I started speaking with a bunch of former tech insiders, former employees from Google or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, YouTube, who were revealing the problems that they saw with the business model. Nobody intended to break down a sense of truth, to break down democracy, to break down our information ecosystem. That wasn't a goal. But in the goal to optimize for time and engagement, in the goal to optimize for a business model, and in a goal to optimize for algorithmic growth of the system, to let the system use techniques to grow on its own, it has then created this cascade of consequences that they never anticipated. What we saw at its core is that there's an entire system that is designed not really to serve humanity, but really to exploit it. I don't fault the founders and the tech platforms for what they created. These have, in many cases, been unintended consequences of the unexpected massive success of the systems that they built. In many cases, these employees, because of where they were in the company, even at an executive level, there was only so much they could do. They've created something now that has created such value monetarily for stakeholders and for shareholders that it's almost impossible. It's extremely difficult for them to change off of it. We need to be able to fix these systems. We need to address what are the biggest problems and the foundational problems. The power that has been gathered now needs to be held to account. We need some sort of change. And either that change is going to come from the tech companies themselves, where they, on their own accord, they redesign the business models and the platforms that they've created. Or if they don't do that, there will be no choice other than regulation. It's going to be a long challenge to rebuild the tech industry, these social media platforms, in the way that I think is really beneficial to society. There is a big challenge, and this is why we call it a dilemma, around how do we move past this exploitative and extractive model? What does technology look like if it's helping to improve societal cohesion, helping to improve civil discourse, helping to improve the way we relate with other people in our communities? That would be the hope.